Hey y'all, welcome to On the Outdoors. On this episode, we're going to be tagging along with Ryan as he gets his buck officially scored. He was able to take this buck back in late September with a bow. Hopefully it'll make the record books. So let's jump on over there to Ryan and see how this thing scores out.
Hey, it's Ryan with On the Outdoors. We're here today at West Point WMA. We're here with Cody Langford. We're gonna get this deer head score that we shot back in September. The one we nicknamed Genesis. We're gonna get him scored today and see what he tapes out at. And we'll take a minute to let Cody tell you a little bit about himself.
Well, I'm a wildlife technician with Georgia DNR. I work here on West Point WMA mainly, but I work also all the WMAs kind of in this area: Joe Kerr's, Blanton Creek, Big Laser Creek. So what I do is just anything and everything on the WMA, whether that's planting dove fields, mowing roads, road work, anything like that. And this is just something we kind of do on the side, scoring deer for hunters is a service we offer. So we're going to get this thing scored today and see what he does. Because what you want to do on the inside spread, you want the greatest. And so with that slider, you can see where it goes in and out. And when you kind of find your spot,
that's it.
You know, you can kind of feel it stick or just loosen up. So where it sticks, but you want to make sure you're level going across and kind of 90 degrees.
Yeah, don't be pivoting it around.
Right. It's got to be straight across. It's a lot nicer to score deer that are skull cap than
no, the ones that are actually still on the head
are mounted. Shoulder mounts are interesting. A lot of taxidermists, they don't leave the ear enough gap between the ears. They'll put the ears right on the antlers. Yeah, and when you put it right on the antlers, it's hard to get your cable in there. Which a lot of taxidermists now that deer got to be such a big thing. A lot of taxidermists are leaving that. They kind of know to not that it might be scored later on to not put the ears right against it.
Yeah,
but it's nice when you can just move them around and kind of go over it a lot easier.
Now, measuring the main beam and the horns, what do you use for a reference?
So you're just trying to go kind of like center point, looking down the beam, and then just follow the curvature up, kind of center of the beam. You just want to stick with that midpoint of the beam all the way around. All right. So we use a cable on antlered animals, and that makes it a lot easier to get that curvature than trying to use a steel tape.
A lot more accurate too.
Oh yeah. Baseline to where we measure the points from.
So how do you determine that?
The top of the beam, where the beam would actually be if the point wasn't there, is what you're looking for. So we do the cable across.
No, I see it from base to base.
Right, and so that if that point wasn't there, that's where the main beam would actually go. So that's your baseline to where you get your point measurement.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. I always wanted to know how you can go from a main beam where you measure it on the main beam up to the tip of the point.
Right.
So I guess that would make good sense.
Yeah, we just use some tape here and kind of keeps our line for us, and that's where we'll measure from when we get our links on our points.
Here's a good question. Maybe some people might want to ask is why the 60-day drying time?
A lot of that, I think, just they're going to kind of shrink down some, so it just kind of, I guess, gives that time. I guess the main shrinkage is going to happen in those first 60 days. So they just want to get to what it's actually going to hold over time.
Holds in place.
It's just got like a little
burr.
Yeah, almost like a little rivet, pretty much a rivet end. And just kind of helps you hook it to get started. Usually it's going to fall off once you get
still pretty neat.
Yeah, it just gives you a little extra there.
So the DNR does this free of charge?
Yes.
Usually you go to your taxidermists and your other places, they're going to charge you the $35 for whatever.
Now your entry fee.
Yeah, that may be what it is. That $35.
Yeah. Now Boone and Crockett scoring is free. It's a volunteer. All Boone and Crockett measures are volunteers, so it's a free service. Now the entry fee is what you pay. It's $35.
I got you.
To actually enter a trophy, but if it doesn't make The right. If it doesn't make the score, then it's not going to cost you anything.
I got you.
But yeah, this
So
is a free service.
So the scoring's free, but if you want to enter it, it's going to be $35.
Right. Like if you wanted to enter this in Pope and Young, you know, you're going to have to pay the fee, and I think it's $35 for Pope and Young also.
Now, how do you go about doing that?
Main thing, like, there's a backside of the score sheet.
Yes, sir.
So we'll have to fill it out, and you'll have to fill out like a fair chase affidavit, you know, just saying how you killed it.
He wasn't in the cage.
Right, making sure everything, no electronic devices were used and stuff like that. Just basic ethics.
Okay.
And then so you'll fill that out, take a few photos to send in with it, your entry fee, and then you'll send that in to Pope and Young with the score sheet. A bit longer on that side.
You got a little bit more length to him, huh?
Yeah, about 2 inches.
Dang. Now, as far as your coyotes, do they still offering that program where you are allowed to kill a coyote and enter for a chance for a lifetime hunting license?
As far as I know, they did this past year. I assume they'll be doing it again, you know, this summer as well. So yeah, you just when you kill one, I think they've made it a little easier now to submit instead of having to go to the office. But you'll submit your kill and get entered in a drawing that each month, I believe it is, and to have a chance to win a lifetime license.
That's a good racket to have. Save you a couple $100. So in order to score deer officially, what all do you have to go through to do it?
I went through a Boone and Crockett class. They put on an official measures course. You have to be selected by them, put in an application,
Really?
and get selected. And when I went through last year, I went with just Georgia. Quite a few folks from Georgia went. Quite a few from South Carolina, North Carolina, maybe some from Tennessee. Mostly, they were all state agency folks.
So no public at all?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I was going to say that.
Yeah. The bulk of measures are just public folks, but the class I was in just happened to be one they were kind of putting on that was mainly, it was just all of us were state agency. But no, I mean, there's a list on Boone and Crockett's website. Pope and Young has a list on their website of all the official measures across the country.
Now, Pope and Young is the same thing. You have to go through a class for that as well?
Yes, they'll take, because I've been through Boone and Crockett, I'm not an official Pope and Young measurer, but they will take score sheets from me because I've been through. It's the same measuring.
So when I submit this, it'll be fine with Pope and Young?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Because you've already went through your Boone and Crockett.
Right. They'll take a score sheet from me just due to.
You know how to score.
Right, because I've been through a Boone and Crockett class.
Well, that's pretty neat. What's it go? How many days is the class?
It's a week.
Is it a week straight for real?
Yes, it's a Monday through Friday. Well, I mean, it's about 4.5 days.
What does it consist of? Just
measuring all the animals that Boone and Crockett accepts, all big game animals.
Oh, so you have to learn everything.
Right.
Not just deer.
Right. Wow. So it's everything from walrus to deer. I mean, you can
Literally anything.
do any North American big game that they accept.
Something like bear too.
Bear, cats.
Wow.
So walrus, pronghorn, all that, caribou.
That's a lot of measuring on them, isn't it?
Yeah, caribou is a real tricky one. So for me, I mean, my main thing is going to be deer, possibly a bear, and unless somebody comes back from out of state.
Which is very common.
Pretty symmetrical on his mass, other than just his first circumference. About a 1/2 inch different. All the rest was just an 8.
Was it retained about 4 inches?
Close. He's hugging that 4 inch.
That's one thing I liked about it. When I got my hands on, I noticed how thick it was all the way up.
That's beautiful deer. All right, now the fun stuff.
Now the math part, huh?
Yeah, sit down. Add some fraction.
All right, guys. Cody Langford finished up getting this deer scored. He scored 155 and 7/8 before deductions, and his final score was 149 and 4/8 after deductions. we appreciate Cody very much for helping us out with this today, and we appreciate you.
Oh yeah, no problem.
And I hope maybe we can get another one for him to score again soon.
Yeah, hopefully so.
All right, that's fine. You guys contact him if y'all need anything, and he'll be more than glad to score your deer for you. Their services are free of charge.
Well, wow, guys, 149 and 4/8. And with that, Ryan now holds the #2 spot of the biggest bow buck ever recorded here in Troup County, Georgia. So a huge congratulations to Ryan. I want to say thank y'all for watching. And if you would, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and give us a like on Facebook at On the Outdoors. So until the next time, y'all have a good one. Thank you.